Jesus, keep me near the cross. Oh, there's a precious fountain, oh, free to all, a hill and stream, and it flows from Calvary's mountain. Keep me in the cross. Keep me in the cross. Why don't you be my glory ever, oh Lord, till my raptured soul shall find. We won't rest beyond the river. Why don't you help me? Oh, keep me in the, oh, keep me in the, oh, why don't you be my glory ever, oh Lord, till my raptured soul shall. We won't rest beyond the river. And the people of God said, amen. Today we come to celebrate the life of Mr. Robert Vickers, Sr., and to say to God, one, thank you for being our God, and thank you for being Mr. Robert's God. And thank you, God, that we can trust you on this side, and we can trust God to take care of us on the other side. And then to say, thank you, God, for loving us so much that you would send Mr. Robert Vickers this way. Would you just let your left hand meet your right hand and tell God, thank you for Mr. Robert Vickers' life. Amen. To all the ministers of the gospel who are here, to Mr. Vickers' lovely wife, and to his children, and to his family, God is still a good God. At this time, Christopher Phillips is going to come, and he's going to lead us in prayer. I will come back and sing and lead us together in a congregational song. Then Mr. Christopher Phillips will give us the Old and the New Testament reading, and then we'll have reflections. The program says 3 people, 2 minutes, please. And we'll follow the program accordingly. And the people of God said, amen. Mr. Phillips.
father figure, a role model to me, mentor. So bear with me, okay? The Lord is my shepherd. I should not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. He restored my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, do I walk through a valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod, thy staff, they comfort me. They prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thy anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all my days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Can you hear me? Okay. Psalms 73 through 26. 73, 26, excuse me. My flesh, my heart faileth, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. I'm sorry. John 14, 1 through 3. Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe in me also. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, I would not tell you so. Would I have prepared a room? Would I have not told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you? And if I go prepare a place for you, I will come back to take you with me, that you also be where I am. Thank you.
What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Can we find a friend so faithful, who will all our sorrows share? Jesus knows our every weakness. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Can we do that verse? Can we find a friend so faithful, who will all our sorrows share? Jesus knows our every weakness. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Can we find a friend so faithful who will all our sorrows share? Jesus knows our every weakness. Oh, take it to the Lord in prayer. And the people said, amen. Yeah, take it to the Lord in prayer. Amen. Take it to the Lord in prayer. At this time, we'll have reflections. The family has allowed for 3 people, and they're asking for about 2 minutes. Come, please.
My condolences from a lot of Marines that could not be here. This is really hard for me, but I have to do it. I met Gunny Vickers when he checked into battalion. He was our B Company gunnery sergeant. I saw him every day. We formed a good working relationship. And for a very strong and outstanding Marine, I'm proud to say that I got to know him as a friend. We shared a lot of good times together, and he would call me, and we'd talk and talk and talk. And it's, Carolyn, my heart is with Yannick. It really is. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm standing here on behalf of my husband. I lost my husband 3.5 years ago, but Robert, Willie Butler, Paul Motley, they were all best friends, good friends. And Robert was not men on words, but he was good on actions. He always took things. He loved to have a garden that he loved, and he would always send some fresh vegetables by my husband to me. Uh, I, I want to say that I know what Carolyn's going through because I've been there, but I know God will bring you through. You just have to keep trusting in the Lord. At a time like this, we all need a Savior in the world we live in, and today is the day of salvation.
Touchy Carolyn, to the family. On behalf of the Vickers family, I want to tell you that we're very sorry. We love you, always will. Uncle's in a better place now. We understand that he suffered, but he no longer have to do that anymore. And God knows exactly what he's doing. Even though I know we got sorrow in our hearts and we want to be selfish and keep him here. I know we do. I mean, because I want him to be here. But God does have a plan. Be strong in the Lord and rest in what God has for us, which is later on. We rest in that. Rest in his peace. Rest in his love. Bless you.
Pass me not, O gentle Savior, hear my humble cry, while on others thou art calling. Do not pass me by. I'm crying, Savior. Oh, Savior, please hear my humble cry. Oh, while on others thou art calling, oh, do not pass me by. I'm calling, Savior, oh, Savior, please hear my humble cry. Oh, while on others thou art calling, oh, do not pass me. I'm calling, Savior, oh, Savior, please hear my humble cry. Oh, while on others thou art calling, do not pass me by. To Reverend Willie Bunce and to any other ministers who are here, to Miss Carolyn and to Mr. Robert Vickers, seniors, children, grandchildren, family and friends who've come from near and from far to celebrate his life. Mr. Vickers was not one of those, he was not always in your face kind of member. He was not overly vocal. But we knew that we could count on him. He and Miss Carolyn always sat to my right, always sat about 3 to 4 seats to the back. He always dressed with immaculate taste. Over the years, he and I did not have a lot of conversations. But I remember one in particular. We had not had many conversations before that, but one of his neighbors had a grandchild at the house while cutting grass. And the child some way got in the way of the mower. And because of Mr. Vickers' training and military training, he assisted the family certainly with a lawnmower accident, you're going to have a lot of bleeding and a lot of blood. And it was a horrific moment, but out of his pain from military, he was able to help. He was broken by the experience. But in his pain, he was able to help. I believe it was a grandfather and a grandson. And sometimes that's what happens. It is sometimes out of our pain and out of our struggles, we down the road are able to help other people. During COVID, I had a few phone calls from Mr. Vickers. He called even when during that season where we were not gathering, we'd have chit chats every now and then. He'd call. There were times he said, "I want to send some money." A good man, an honorable man. Miss Carolyn, one of his former Marines, Victor Powell, Bishop Victor Powell, who pastors Rhema Word Cathedral, sends his condolences. As a young Marine, Mr. Vickers, I think he called him Gunner Sergeant Vickers, saved him and saved his career. Said, young fella, come here. And he said that not only did he help him and save his career to have a long career, there were many other young Marines that Mr. Vickers helped just in guidance, just in giving sound wisdom to people who are young and inexperienced. Bishop Powell is getting on a flight as we speak, but he wanted you to know that he honors your husband. He honors his contribution. I think I may have given you a bad scripture or gave you the wrong one, but it is 2 Corinthians 5:1. I may have said to you 1 Corinthians, but it is 2 Corinthians 5:1 that we will look at today. 2 Corinthians 5:1. Let's pray. God, we bless you. God, we thank you. God, we love you. And God, we acknowledge that you are God. And all of our help comes from you, our Lord. God, when our hearts are overwhelmed within us, lead us to the rock that is higher than we are. For you're our rock, you're our foundation. You are our firm foundation. And God, we come again today to put on record that we need you and we know it. God, we need you and we are not trying to hide it. God, we need you and we really do not care who finds out about it. For God, you are all that we have. But then, God, you are all that we need. I pray even as we walk through this valley, that one will know we are walking through it, and that you're giving us grace, you're giving us strength, you're giving us favor to walk through it. You never intended for us to stay stuck in our valleys. So as this family walks through this valley of this shadow of death, may they fear no evil, knowing, God, that you are with them. Thank you for Mr. Vickers' life. Thank you for his legacy. Thank you for his love. Thank you for the lessons that he leaves behind. Now, God, connect the dots that we might see the picture painted in the text. Spirit of the living God. God, please fall fresh. And God, do what only you can do. Do a God-sized work. In these few moments we pray. And the people of God said amen. Amen. I need thee, oh, I need thee. Every hour I need thee. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. I need thee, oh, I need thee. Every hour I need thee. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. 2 Corinthians 5:1. 2 Corinthians chapter 5:1 says, for we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of God and house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. Yeah, we know that if this earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of God and house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. For a few moments, I want to talk about the house is dissolving. The house is dissolving. And so let me know that you're going to pray with me and that you would dare not sleep on me. Just speak in the atmosphere. The house is dissolving. It is here that Paul writes this letter to the believers at Corinth. The church at Corinth had many problems. They had many issues that they had wrestled with and that they were wrestling with. In today's text, Paul deals with this issue of dying, death and dying. And Paul, when writing this letter, says to them, for there are some things we know. And you don't have to be smart. Just some stuff you ought to know. He says, for we know. What do we know? That if our earthly house The writer says of this tabernacle were dissolved. And all of us ought to know that no matter how well we feel and no matter how good we take care of ourselves, this house is dissolving. The house, you and I didn't come here with gray hair. Gray hair is an announcement that the house is dissolving. Some of you can talk about aches and pains that in places you didn't even know were there. That 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago you skipped and nothing hurt. Now you got to put both hands on each side to get out the bed. The house is dissolving. Wouldn't dare jump off nothing now. For we know, the writer says that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, and I'm saying to every one of us that it is. We don't always like to address it, and we don't always like to accept it. And you'll hear people sometimes saying the new 50, the 50 is the new 40, and you'll hear people saying, and 60 is the new 50. Now, what they're doing just talking. 50 still 50, 60 still 60, 70 still 70, 80 still 80. 80 ain't the new, it ain't the new 70, it ain't nothing like that. 70 is 70, 80 is 80. And sometimes we wrestle with it. I'll never forget many years ago when I first turned 50, I said to my father, who is 20 years older than me, and our birthdays about 6 days apart, I said to him, Daddy, when you turn 50, I said, oh God, Daddy is so old. I said, but Daddy, but when I turned 50, I started saying 50 ain't that old. And he said to me, and when my daddy turned 70, I said, oh, my daddy old. He said, but when I turned 70, I realized 70 ain't that old. Well, a part of what it is it's hard to accept. And it's hard to face it. You and I see it in others, but struggle to embrace it in ourselves that yeah, this house of this tabernacle is dissolving. It is not if. It is not if. The writer does not mean if as we mean if in the English language. One writer says it really means in the Greek sense. Since this house of this tabernacle is dissolving. Not if. Don't get it twisted. No matter how good you feel, and no matter how black we dye our hair, the earthly house of this tabernacle is dissolving. You can eat right and eat good and cut stuff out, but it's still dissolving. We can exercise. We can exercise, but the house still is dissolving. When one listens to this part of the text, for we know that if this earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, if you will, pull it up for me out of the NIV, the New International Version. The NIV says, for we know that if the earthly tent we live in is destroyed. He calls it an earthly tent. And that's what it is. All this is an earthly tent. And this is why I never get mad with God about death. And I've had to go there many time to the cemetery with tears in my eyes, but I've never gotten mad with God because I understand that we're living in a tent. How would you feel if you and your family lived in a tent? No, not in an apartment. No, not in a townhouse. No, not in a duplex, not in a condo, not in a single family house, but lived in a tent. You wouldn't want to do that forever. You'd want something more permanent. And the writer says, for we know that if the earthly tent we live in is destroyed. And this is what this is. This is an earthly tent that we're living in and is dissolving, is being destroyed. Time takes a toll on it. I'm wearing glasses because I'm reminded that the tent, I'm wearing shades because I'm reminded that the tent, I had to have cataract surgery a couple days ago. It's just an announcement that the tent is dissolving. So the writer says it's a tent. And if this earthly tent we live in is destroyed. Now listen, take care of the tent. That's all it is. You take care of the little tent you got. Don't put too much alcohol in the tent. Don't put all kinds of drugs in the tent. It's already a tent. I would imagine if we were talking with the three little pigs, they'd tell you that it ain't going to be hard to blow over a tent. And you and I rough on the tent. We won't even get some sleep in the tent. Let the tent rest. When you listen to this text, pull up the New Living Translation that also calls it a tent. But listen to what the writer says out of the New Living. For we know that when this earthly tent we live in, listen, is taken down. It's going to be taken down now. The earthly tent going to be taken down. King James says dissolved. The NIV calls it the tent destroyed. The New Living Translation says, for we know that when this earthly tent we live in is taken down. I'll never forget, as a boy growing up in Lee County, one of my good buddies back then, his grandparents who raised him, their land was next door to my grandparents. And Roger, grandparents who had adopted him, bought him a tent. And we were so excited. And his granddaddy had said we could spend the night in the tent. And we was right outside the carport, but we was outside in the tent and we were excited. But somehow that night, the weather changed on us. And the weather changed on us, and it is not the same in a storm when you're in a tent or whether you're in a brick house. His grandfather had to come get us, said, no, the wind too rough to be in the tent tonight. And so we had to leave the tent. The tent, the writer says, is taken down. That is when we die and leave this earthly body. I want to say to somebody in this room now, the tent is going to be taken down. It's earthly. It's going to be taken. I know you ain't that sure about life after death, but I want you to trust me. There is life after death. Tent is going to be taken down. You and I got to check out of here now. Living on the earth is like living in a hotel. I don't care how nice the room. I don't care how nice the service. Sooner or later, you got to check out like you checked in. Sooner or later, you and I got to check out. Now, some of you act like you ain't got to check out. You act like you're going to be here forever. And I don't know if you've ever been at a hotel and you were enjoying it and it was nice, and then you hear somebody knock on the door. The maid service knows it's about time for you and I to check out. And sometimes pain is like a maid knocks on the door to remind us you got to check out. Sometimes trouble will knock on the door of our life to remind us you got to check out. All of us got to check out. Don't ignore the knock. Some of you ain't found the church yet. Found a daycare for the children. Found a nightclub for the leisure. Found a shopping mall, found a grocery store for shopping, but haven't found a church. Listen, you got to check out of here. And I hear what be all that's that homeschooling crowd and that home churching crowd. But I said to my wife about homeschooling, I didn't do that well in school. We better let her go to class. Some of you haven't done that well with God. You better go to church. That home churching you doing. We got to check out of here. And so if the writer says, for we know that when this earthly tent we live in is taken down, that is when we die and leave this earthly body, we have a house in heaven. We have a house in heaven. King James says in 2 Corinthians 5:1 from the King James Version, he says we have another building. Now I want you to hear this because I'm closing, and I want to say to you, for those who are in Christ, you got another building. And we are not talking about, listen to me, we're not talking about this kind of building. This is the building he's talking about. This the house he's talking about dissolving. And this the building he's talking about. There's another. No, not John 14, the mansions. What you living in is just a house. It's just a tent. This ain't you. And this is why we call this his remains. This ain't Mr. Robert. We're not burying Mr. Robert. We are only burying his remains. The part he didn't need for where he's going. He got another building. Your spirit and your soul, that's you. This just the house you live in. Don't confuse where you live with who you are. You may live in a nice neighborhood, but that ain't who you are. My house is not who I am. That's just where I live. The writer says we have another building. Why would you need another building if when we're dead, we're done? I'm closing. Why would we need another building if when we're dead, we're done? Because we got some more living to do. It's going to hurt to not have him here. We're going to miss him. Mr. Robert Vickers seemed a good man, with integrity, an honest man. But listen, but he got another building to live in. God got what we call a glorified body, a body that doesn't decay, a body that doesn't get old, a body that doesn't wear out in eternity. A house not made with hands. This first one got a little human handwork done to it. Mom and dad are genetics. That's why the doctor asked us about our family history. Because mom and dad are genetically tied to us. And so this frame got a little earthly hand to it. But God has another. So I'll close with, hear somebody saying some glad morning. When this life is over, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away. Fly away. Fly away, oh glory, when I die. The old church who knew something about God said, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. I want you to let God order you another house. Not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. What that means that we'll live over, on and on. When we have been there 1,000 years, bright, shining as the sun, we no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Forever and ever and ever, we will live with our God. Glory, hallelujah. And so while you're in this earthly tent, meet him for yourself. Know him for ourselves. Trust him for ourselves. Put our lives in his hands. And if you'll put your life in his hands, surely, I wish I had somebody here, surely, the old church said everything is going to be all right. God bless you.